CEO and founder of Affyn. Hello, Lucas. Thank you so much for being here.
Hello, thanks for hosting us for this AMA. Looking forward to this exciting AMA with Gate.
Nice. Yeah, we are very excited as well. Okay, so I have some questions ready, and of course later we'll jump into the free Q&A section for the users. I hope they have their questions ready. But before we jump into that, I would like you to tell us a little bit of your own background and also maybe other members or the team background.
Sure. Yeah. Just a brief background about who I am and what Affin is all about, right? My name is Lucas. I'm Singaporean, 35 years old this year. My background has always been in sales and marketing for almost more than a decade already, particularly in the travel and lifestyle industry. Previously, in what I've always been doing is I've been leading sales teams across more than 10 over countries. And running an international team, mostly in Asia. For the past 10 years, what I've been building was a lot regarding about people business and a lot regarding on travel and lifestyle. Even before COVID, right, I actually helped launch a startup that helped them generate over $20 million in 18 months, and we did a successful exit in 2019. 2020, before COVID happened. Affin was actually started in 2021, and the reason why it was started was because I wanted to create something that really could bring people together through fun and fascinating shared experiences. And that's why the name Affin, it's short for Affinity, and our tagline is called More Fun Together, right? And what Affin is all about, it's essentially what we are. It's a gaming and lifestyle company. And why we want to do this is we want to really create a virtual gaming experience where people can have fun, play with their friends, interesting interactive experiences in the virtual world itself. But with the Web3 elements where players can actually monetize their experience, they can play and earn, and the financial rewards that they earn in the gaming world, they can also spend and utilize in the real world. So where we are building a lifestyle platform within the ecosystem. So that's why what we are, we are a gaming and lifestyle company where we are converging the virtual and the physical worlds together. Right now we are building two products at the same time concurrently. Our core and flagship product, it's a geolocation based metaverse called Nexus World. Nexus World, it's think of Pokemon Go, right? Pokemon Go with the framework where you can go out there through AR, capture your in-game characters and things like that. But we are integrating a whole Web3 economy into the metaverse. So there's a lot more things that you can do than just catching characters, but there's a lot of battles, quests, mission activities. Ultimately, it's a immersive and interactive experience for our players to do. And there are ways that people can own NFTs in the world and curate content and monetize the experience for the players within the metaverse. So that's pretty exciting where we are today. In terms of a team, we currently have a team size of about 45 full-time staff. Most of us, more than about 90% of us, are in Singapore right now, and we are still growing, still expanding. Yeah.
Nice. Well, that's very thank you for that background check and telling us a little bit more about what Affing is and also the team. It's very exciting that you're also growing. You started in 2021, so it's still like a young company, but still it seems like a decent big, with almost 50, like you said, 45, I think, members
Yes,
full
25.
time. So
Yep.
that's pretty good. Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us. Now, I would like to know a little bit more about some of the. I have some questions ready, as I said before. So, we saw that recently Affin just did one of the biggest events. It's called Evolution. Can
Yes.
you share with us some of the key highlights that, for those of us who miss it, can you tell us more a little bit about that?
Sure. Yeah, maybe I can also share a little bit background about why and how evolution even came into place first, right? So, because when we in 2021, when we successfully raised 20 million US dollars to execute on this vision, and we at that time we make a executive like a decision, right, to focus on building our foundation. We actually decided to stay away from all the hype and all the speculation, and we decided to spend our resources and our focus on building our foundation and building our team, and more particularly building on product development. So we wanted to really focus on delivering a great product. But to build something of such strong foundation requires time and effort and a strong team. So that's why that was our priority. And thankfully enough, right, on hindsight, it was a great decision, because we managed to steer clear away from all the FTX and all the Luna situation, where we were completely unaffected by it. Because we were focusing on something else back then, our foundation and building a product. So that's why today we are very fortunate to be in such a great position that we already have a product that's about to launch, and we wanted to hold an event called Evolution to really highlight from where we were nothing, where we were nobody, to be able to really showcase that what we have, how far we have come, to showcase our progress and our development. So the highlights of Evolution was really, number one, we wanted to show everybody the progress of Nexus World, which is the closed beta. What we have been doing, what is the progress, where are we at. At the same time, we also wanted to share some of the partnerships that we have secured so recently. So one of the partnership we secured was we made an announcement to have a big announcement with Sandbox. So Sandbox was our partner together, and one of the representative, a director or head of Sandbox Singapore, actually appeared in Evolution, where they endorsed us and say that they are excited about the partnership as well. So where we want to, because moving forward into our metaverse, right, one of the things that we believe is on interoperability, where our IPs can cross into different metaverse. So what we are trying to do is to have our NFTs to appear in Sandbox Metaverse, and in the future explore the possibilities of having their NFTs also in our Metaverse. So to really to enhance the interoperability that we always talk about for Web3. So Sandbox was one of the partnership that we made an announcement during Evolution. The other big partnership that we made during Evolution was our partnership with Warner Music Singapore. So Warner Music managing director Gerald, he's the managing director of Warner Music Singapore. He also appeared during Evolution event, where he kind of like endorsed us, talk about the partnership. And we have been talking to Warner Music for almost 8 months already, and we finally secured a partnership, and it's so exciting. Yeah, it's so exciting. That it's now time to get to work, right? To really work together on utilizing Web3 to enhance the experiences for music lovers and gamers worldwide also as well. So we are really collaborating together. And this was some of the information that we shared during Evolution. But the most one of the most biggest highlight, right, was we revealed that we were working on a secret project for the past 9 months, and this game called Buddy Arena is something that we have been working on so much, and we are very certain that everybody will love the game, and we did a big review during Evolution. So that is another highlight of it. And I think another thing that we also shared was that we were about to launch 1988 NFT mint, because many of them were excited about the previous NFT mint that we launched, which is Generation Zero Buddies. So the last time we shared launched Generation Zero Buddies, right, it was minted at 150 US dollars, but it went up to as high as 10 Ethereum. One of the highest sold back then was 10 Ethereum. And even after all the market cycles up and down for almost a year already, our floor price is still now at 2.9 Ethereum. So now then everybody has been waiting. When is your next NFT launch? When is your next NFT launch? And now we did a review during Evolution that our next upcoming NFT launch will be in June, and it will be a free mint. So these are some of the highlights of Evolution event. Yeah.
Well, that's very exciting news. Thank you for sharing that with us. And also, congratulations on the previous one because it sounds very, very like a high milestone to achieve and in such short period. So it sounds very exciting. Thank you for sharing those highlight of the evolution event, and also the I bet the event itself was probably one of the most exciting for you guys and the
Yeah.
team, like very highlight.
Yeah.
Okay, can you tell us now? Can you share more on the key strategies in user growth for Affyn? Like, what are your key points and how you plan to grow your community?
Mm. So one of the thing that we last year, actually we had this discussion last year, and we come to realize that the Web3 community alone, it's very limited, it's very small as compared to the mass market that it's out there. So, and if we were to be just diving only in within the Web3 community, there will always be this small little pond as compared to the big ocean outside. And we made a decision last year that we wanted to penetrate into the mainstream users and to really bring Web3 to mass adoption. So that was one of our key focus and key decision. And how we were going to do this, right, is we identified one big problem in many projects that couldn't do it. It's because it's very complicated for a normal user, right, like my mother, right, to understand what the heck is Web3, right? How do I even come on board, right? And and many Web3 games require, you have to download the MetaMask wallet, learn about crypto, understand crypto, know where to buy crypto, know where to send crypto, and finally to buy an NFT, then you can finally start the game. So the barrier to entry for a normal user, it's too complex that it turns people off. And that's why we decided to kind of make it so simple that it doesn't change consumers' behavior. And how we are going to do this is, that's the reason why we have been working on a secret project for the past 9 months, and we want to be able to prove that it works. So how we're going to work is we will have our mobile game called Buddy Arena to be launched on the App Store and Google Play Store this year. So users will be able to download the game for free and register the game like as simple as a TikTok account. So now, when they onboard into the game, right? They can the focus is on the fun element of the game. We want to have interaction, have fun, have the game loop, and kind of like to keep them within the game, right? The fun element is the important part, so that people will start sharing and spread word of mouth. So when they are already invested into the game, right? They are put time and effort, and they are familiarized with the IPs already, right? We will then use limited edition uh, character skins, right? Very unique and very beautiful character skins to ignite desire in them to want the NFT, the limited edition skins, all right? And these are unique NFTs. So then, right, then this way, right, we'll be able to funnel them into the Web3 ecosystem. So think of a big funnel. The funnel will use traditional user acquisition methods such as performance marketing, advertising to really drive a ton of users into the game. Now that is the first step, driving users. Second step is how do you retain the users, right? That is through the game design, the game loop, and especially the fun element. So when they are retaining already, we will ignite higher, strong desires in them, right? Or through all the limited edition NFTs, and then drive them into the ecosystem. So this will drive when we successfully funnel them into the ecosystem, right? These are new blood that has never experienced Web3 before. And if we can successfully do this, right, you will see a ton of people coming into the Web3 space and buying the NFTs and Fin token, which will drive real, true value demand of the digital assets. No longer people buy these cryptocurrencies or NFTs for speculation purpose, but they will buy it because they want the utility of it. And this will really be real growth. Because when people buy to use, it's no longer somebody who buy to sell, right? So that is where we believe that our value of our digital assets will keep growing when we successfully launch the product. Yes.
Nice. Well, thank you for sharing that. I agree that when what you said, when people buy to use it, it even got more value to the token itself. You give a purpose. So that's very very interesting. Let me just comment one thing because they're passing me some information from my team. Because there are a lot of people commenting and leaving questions in the YouTube chat. So please, I will ask you to join our chat room. You need to go to gate.io platform and then join our chat room here with Affyn and this AMA today. Please don't miss it so you can drop the question in the chat room. Okay, so before our final, sorry for this little comment, just for more people to join us. So I have one more question I want to ask you before we jump into the free Q&A. Is there any other exciting things which we can look forward for in the Affyn for the future next? What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, in fact, many exciting things coming. So kind of like we are starting in, because for evolution is just the first step. It's really the tipping point of what's about to come. So most notably, right? This in the next 3 days. Today is what, 16, right? Oh, today is 16th of May, right? In 2 days time, on 18th of May, right, we are going to launch our most exciting land sale cities, right? We are going to be launching eight. So these 8 cities is something that the community has been, wanting to participate in for quite some time already. They have been waiting and waiting. When are these cities to come? And this is the first time we're going to launch these 8 cities. And these 8 cities are the dream cities. Then these cities are New York, Rome, Paris, San Francisco, Seoul, Tokyo, and Hong Kong and Berlin. Yeah, it's our biggest city launch, and we are all excited about this upcoming city launch in 2 days time, where you can buy lands, get lands in these places. So since, remember, Nexus World, right? It's a geolocation metaverse, geolocation based metaverse. So the locations that you own, right, can be pretty exciting. Now, let me share with you a little bit why the lands are, how it works, right? I can't go into the full details, but just give an example. So imagine you're playing Pokemon Go, right? And some of the places that are pretty exciting, let's say New York Times Square, and you're going there to catch Pokemon stuff like that, right? Imagine if people are able to own plots of lands in New York Times Square, and anybody who go into New York Times Square, the landowner earn rewards from it. So the example to understand, it's very similar to like Monopoly, right? If there's a board game, right, in Monopoly board game, you own lands in Monopoly, and any player that come to your land, you take money from them, right? So similarly, this is a much bigger Monopoly, right? You own plots of land, and anybody come to your land, you actually get rewarded. So and we'll be launching 8 cities of these places. And how to claim these lands, you may go to our marketplace.affyn.com. So marketplace.affyn.com, you may buy flags over there, and then you may take these flags, all right, and inside our world viewer, you will see like a Google map like that, and take these flags and claim land. And when you claim these lands, right, each plot of land is tied to a geolocation. Every plot of land has its own unique design itself also. So this will be coming on the 18th of May. You don't want to miss it out. I will be participating in this coming land sale also as well. Yeah. And what's after 18th of May? It's even more exciting. Will be the 31st of May, where Buddy Arena alpha launch will be out on 31st of May. So anybody within, you may register an account for it and participate in the alpha testing for it. So when you play the game, you can experience it, you can give your feedback. But more exciting, right? The most exciting news is if you are in the top 100 of the scoreboard, you will win a guaranteed spot for our upcoming NFT mint, which will be on the 22nd of June. So you may play the game, have fun with it, and get into the top 100 scoreboard and participate in the upcoming 22nd June NFT mint. So that is our alpha launch. And in June, we will be holding 6 offline events in six different cities. So these cities are Singapore, Hong Kong, um, where else? Bangkok, Jakarta, Kuala Lumpur, and Manila. So our team will be in these 6 cities where we can meet the community and play the game together. And there'll be contests, giveaways, and a lot of things will be happening. So if you'll see the timeline, right, in 2 days time, 18th of May, land sale, 31st of May, alpha testing launch. The month of June, 6 cities where we'll be hosting offline event, and 22nd of June will be our upcoming NFT mint. Yeah, so these are all the things that's happening, at least for the short term. We are not even going to the second half of the year yet, but what's exciting, we can focus on this next 2 months. Yeah.
Well, that's a still even if sorry, my
Yes.
connection. Oh, okay. Sorry, my connection seemed a
Mm.
bit down for the moment. I was just saying that it's very exciting. Like I don't know if we got the prime news because it's in 2 days, but it's very exciting. I'm really happy for you guys and this new launch. And so many cities around the world. Like that's really really cool. And the fact that you can join like live and also online if you may not happen to be in that city, it's really really great. I don't know if you want to add something else to that final, the Body Arena
Oh,
comment that you
yeah.
did, because I thought you mentioned you might want to share
Yes.
a video. Oh, please
Yes,
do,
yes,
please
yeah.
do.
Yeah, so we like to share with everybody a video of what a Buddy Arena game looks like to give you a teaser so that to see who comes out on top.